Right now, strong storms are making their way through mid-Missouri. Good evening, everyone. I'm Katie Moeller.
And I'm Jim Rick. Thanks for joining us. We've seen some heavy rains tonight. Let's send it over to Kenton for a check of the forecast. Kenton.
Yeah, we have seen just a few severe thunderstorm warnings really issued for the Ozark area at this point.
In your local news, tax day is just about a week away, which means it's prime time for scammers.
Columbia police warn consumers of an IRS phone scam. The caller impersonates an IRS employee and says you owe back taxes. The caller then attempts to get your personal and financial information. The department warns government agencies do not call taxpayers asking for payment with credit or debit cards. The department recommends to never give out your personal information over the phone, like your date of birth or your bank account numbers. Also, make phone calls to verify the company is calling you is legitimate. Tax day this year is a week from tomorrow, April 18th. A state representative is pushing for bicyclists to attach a 15-foot tall pole with a bright orange flag on their bikes.
Bicyclists gathered this weekend to bring attention to bicycle deaths caused by drivers. They rode with flagpoles attached to their bikes to protest the bill. Protesters finished the last 40 miles of their 98-mile goal. Each mile represents a bicycle death since the year 2000. The organizers say the pole is hazardous and suggested lawmakers take a different approach. He said, quote, "I want lawmakers to consider positive legislation instead, such as a 3 feet when passing or changing lanes to pass." This protest comes a day before Bicycle and Pedestrian Day, which is tomorrow. He says the injury and fatality rate has decreased by 36% from 2000 to 2015, but hopes to lower it even more. New tonight, more trouble for MU. The university says 2 more residence halls will not reopen this fall.
This is in addition to 2 other dorms already closing for the next school year. It's because of lower enrollment. Respect and Excellence halls will be closed for now. According to the university's housing website, they will reopen if demand goes up. In March, Interim Chancellor Hank Foley sent out an email to staff expecting a 1,500 student drop in enrollment. Respect and Excellence halls both opened in 2004.
Columbia firefighters raced to put out a blaze that broke out just off Grindstone Parkway this morning. The fire department responded to Copper Beach townhomes just before 1 a.m. Firefighters found smoke and flames coming off a deck and were able to put it out in about 10 minutes. No one was hurt. Crews say the fire started in a bucket used to throw out ashes.
Osage County Sheriff Michael Dixon will appear in a St. Louis court this week for a probation violation hearing. The Boone County prosecutor charged Dixon Wednesday with unlawful use of a weapon while intoxicated at a Hartsburg bar March 5th. Dixon was booked into the Boone County jail and was there for a short time before posting bond.
Gubernatorial candidate John Bruner has made tort reform one of his keynote campaign issues. Talking about the need for less litigation in Missouri, he recently said, "Missouri is 4th in the nation as the best place to get sued." KOMU 8 News decided to fact-check Bruner's statement. We looked into the state of lawsuits in Missouri and found that Missouri ranks 42nd in the nation for lawsuit fairness and reasonableness. That's according to a lawsuit climate poll that asked in-house lawyers at companies with more than $100 million in annual revenue to rank the state's liability systems. Bruner's statement doesn't exactly match the 42nd place rank given by the lawsuit climate poll, but the sentiments are similar. Missouri may not be the friendliest environment for businesses making a lot of money and looking to avoid lawsuits. The environment for smaller businesses in Missouri trying not to get sued, that's still up for debate. Turning our attention to presidential politics. The front page of the Boston Globe Sunday edition has gotten a lot of people talking.
It's a look at the U.S. if Donald Trump becomes president. NBC's Kelly O'Hara reports.
Deportations to be.
Trump responded at a campaign event in Rochester, New York. He called the paper worthless.
The whole front page, they made up a story that Trump, they pretended Trump is the president. And they made up the whole front pages of make-believe story, which is really no different from the whole paper for the whole thing. I mean, the whole thing is no.
Keeping our attention on the campaign trail, 2 new polls released today show Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton with double-digit leads in New York and Pennsylvania. In a Fox News survey, 54% of likely Republican voters picked Trump. 22% went for Ohio Governor John Kasich. Trump had a similar lead in Pennsylvania. And on the Democratic side, 53% of likely primary voters said they'd pick Clinton.
March was a big month for Missouri fishermen. According to the Department of Conservation, 4 fishermen broke state fishing records, making March one of the best fishing months in recent years. In fact, more Missouri fishermen broke records in March than during the entire year of 2013. This is a picture of Joshua Cole of Reed Springs, Missouri. Cole broke a record when he caught a 30-pound drum at Table Rock Lake March 31st. For a full list of the state fishing records, you can visit our website at KOMU.com.
Still ahead, fans mourn the unexpected death of a former NFL star. We'll tell you who police think is responsible. That's coming up in your national news.